Hello, this is Louis, and on this first YouTube video, I decided to share with the community a little research I've been doing to do some testing on my air conditioning system for my 1996 Volvo 850R. Took the dash out to do a lot of maintenance, repairs, and since have accessibility to the components right now, decided to do a little preventive testing, make sure that the components on the AC work. So I was looking for a way to test the damper motors, dampers in aviation lingo, zone control valves for the air conditioning system. So we have basically one damper located here. There's another damper further down into the side, which controls this valve. This damper controls these two valves. We have here two more dampers. Okay, one damper is attached to this shaft, which I have seen before in other videos that it cracks, and as a matter of fact, when I took this one, found it cracked, and I basically put a tie wrap after gluing it to fix it. And that controls this valve on the two sides, which controls the heat. And as a matter of fact, I took this out already, so I'm just gonna head and take this cover off. Okay. So what I did is I removed this shaft, which is attached to this valve on this side, and it's very easy. If you pull it out, it comes out here, and this is where it was cracked. And I just basically put some good epoxy and put a tie wrap and let it sit, let it glue. Okay, so we have two damper motors on that side. We have two on this side, one for this shaft, one for this one, and we also have another motor here, and this motor basically controls this shaft here, and that is attached to the flapper valve that basically controls the incoming air from the outside. Okay, so what I did to test this damper motors, if we take a look here at the wiring diagram, here we have each damper motor. Okay, so we have basically this is the input voltage to terminal 5 and 4. The reason they show as plus or minus is because they're alternating polarity. So basically, as you alternate the voltage, then the motor turns in opposite rotation. The rest of the circuit, the other three wires, are for sensing, okay, to give feedback to the computer. Okay, so now let's look at one of the wires here. In this example, I'm looking at unit 6/46. So I'm looking for, looking for green wires. And if I look here in the connector, you will see that here's green and white and green and black. And those are terminals 5 and terminal 4. Probably don't see it too well. Terminal 4. Anyway, so they're right next to this empty slot. Okay. So basically, looking at one of the dampers, here's the empty slots, and then this next two terminals right beside each other will be 4 and 5. This two terminals here, left and right. Now I have already connected here on this damper motor. I have connected the wires to terminals 4 and 5, and all you need really to test is to connect a 9-volt battery here. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it momentarily while looking at these valves. As you can see, the valves are moving. Now as soon as the valves reach the end of their travel, I went ahead and stopped, because remember that the motor has no sensing right now, so the computer for the AC will not stop sending the signal. So you have to stop yourself, otherwise you're going to overwork the motor. Okay, now I'm going to connect it in the opposite direction, the 2 wires. In the opposite direction and stop. Okay, that's why when you first apply the voltage, you momentarily hit it to see if they start moving. If they don't, then try the opposite polarity, because you might be going in the same direction. Okay, very easy with a 9-volt battery, terminals 4 and 5, to test the damper motors on your air conditioning system. Thank you for watching.